What if I told you that the world of One Piece was never meant to be divided? The latest revelation from Elbaf's ancient mural suggests that the Red Line and Grand Line were not natural at all, but a deliberate act of destruction that split the world into 4 oceans. And even more shocking, this could be the key to finally understanding what the One Piece treasure truly is. The mysteries of One Piece run deep, and Oda has once again left fans scrambling for answers. The Elbaf mural has revealed critical information about the so-called 3 worlds and how the world we know today was shaped by a cataclysmic past. If this theory holds true, then the legendary treasure left behind by Joy Boy might not be just gold or riches, but the power to restore the world to its original state. In this video, we'll break down the secrets hidden in the mural, the connection between the first and second worlds, and why the One Piece treasure could be the ultimate key to uniting the seas once and for all. The division of the world. How the world came to be this way. Every One Piece fan knows that the world is divided into 4 unique oceans, each with its own set of islands. These are the North, South, East, and West Blues, separated by the Red and Grand Lines. The world is divided horizontally and vertically, creating 4 separate ocean areas. The Red Line is a huge stretch of land that has encircled the entire world for as long as anybody can remember. Its real beginnings are unknown, although multiple theories exist to explain how this continent came to be, with some claiming that it is essentially a mix of various islands located in the waters that were violently fused to form the entire world. It is openly mentioned that many people around the world consider its existence to be unnatural, which explains the various weather patterns that the Red Line endures. Aside from that, the Red Line connects the Holy Land of Marijoa, which is home to the Celestial Dragons, who practically rule the entire world. Furthermore, the Grand Line is a strip of ocean that passes across the Red Line and encircles the entire world horizontally. This is considered the most dangerous area in the ocean, because all of the islands are cut off from the rest of the world. The Elbaf painting describes the first world as being veiled in darkness by someone known as the World God, with the help of the Serpent of Hellfire. While some fans believe this is an actual character or serpent in the traditional sense, it is probable that the Serpent of Hellfire refers to the Red Line, as the representation of the serpent appears to have a passage on its skin. If this is correct, the villain in the world was able to split the world via the Red Line. The development of this strip of land resulted in the world being halved. This theory is supported by Dory and Brogy's allegation that the one thing their Hakoku sovereignty attack couldn't penetrate was the great serpent bathed in blood, a clear allusion to the Red Line. It is unknown whether Imu was the world god of the first world, although they certainly played the same malevolent role. On the other hand, the depiction of the second world appears to correspond with the revelations made in Vegapunk's broadcast, in which the scientist explains that the world is not only sinking now, but has already sunk 800 years ago. Jarul also referred to this as the second destruction. This is significant because the quick flooding of the world could explain the formation of the Grand Line, in which the rise in ocean water caused a discrepancy in currents, isolating the Grand Line and resulting in the calm belts. This divided the world along a horizontal axis, resulting in 4 oceans in total. This is consistent with the final description of the Harley Texts for the first and second worlds, which indicates that they will never meet again. While many felt this was referring to specific persons, it makes perfect sense that the inscriptions are referring to the oceans themselves, as they would never meet owing to the world's split along the Red Line and Grand Line. How this works perfectly with another theory, the truth of the One Piece treasure. This notion concerning the partition of the world is compatible with a widely held belief about the fabled treasure that inspired the series' inception. Essentially, it argues that long before, the Red Line and Grand Line did not exist, and traveling to and from the many islands on the world was extremely simple. However, due to the intervention of evil forces, the world was divided, with villains occupying the highest levels of power. According to the description, the One Piece treasure is an object of immense significance and power that will allow whoever discovers it to separate the two strips that split the world into four halves. Only someone worthy of such power can do this, as they will be tasked with reuniting the entire world as one piece. Summary and highlights. The Elbaf mural alludes to the partition of the world into four oceans, sparking fresh fan hypotheses. The development of the Red Line may have marked the end of the First World, whilst the creation of the Grand Line may have occurred during the Second World. According to one theory, the One Piece treasure has the potential to reunify the divided world into one piece. Whether this theory is true or not, one thing is certain: One Piece is headed toward one of its biggest revelations yet. Could Luffy be the one to finally bring the world back together? Or will the powers that be do everything in their power to stop him? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the mysteries of One Piece. See you in the next adventure. Thank you very much for visiting the Mugiwara Review YouTube channel, buddy. We hope you enjoy our review analysis. Don't forget to subscribe and continue joining us on our joyful journey in the world of anime. If you have any wishes, question, or suggestions for our next videos, feel free to express your thoughts on the comments below. Thank you very much for your support, and until we meet again, see you next time, buddy. What is One Piece anime? One Piece is a manga and anime story about a young boy named Monkey D. Luffy who wants to be the king of the pirates in the world. As a child, he eats a devil fruit, a strange plant that makes him able to stretch like rubber. Before the show starts, Luffy goes out into the world for the first time and starts to gather a group of pirates. The main group grows over time, but it starts with Luffy, Nami the Navigator, and a swordsman named Roronoa Zoro. At some point, Luffy and his friends are known as the Straw Hat Pirates, and they go on many exciting adventures across the ocean. One Piece is a lot of fun because it's silly. Luffy goes from island to island around the world in the series. Each island has its own setting and theme. It's a pretty fantastical world full of animals that look like people, live skeletons, and other delightfully strange things. Within moments, the group is in a winter scene, and the next, they are on a tropical island full of giants. The show is full of silly and bright details. For example, Zoro holds a sword in his mouth, a scary military boss wears a cute bulldog hat, and people don't use phones to talk to each other instead. They use special transponder snails that can send and receive messages. Luffy is a carefree person who just wants to eat a tasty meal and laugh at bad jokes. Even though there are some funny parts in the series, a lot of One Piece is about freedom. During his travels, Luffy often takes up guns to help his friends and encourages others to do the same against pirates and government-backed military occupations. The characters in Luffy and his crew get stronger with each fight, which is typical for shonen manga. A lot of the story is about how Luffy beats a problem that seemed impossible to solve and finds some kind of secret power. After each fight, Luffy and his team get stronger and move closer to his main goal, which is to find the One Piece. Why is it called One Piece? The first part of both the manga and the anime shows that Pirate King Ghoul D. Roger is telling the truth about the mythical wealth called the One Piece. One Piece is the name of the show, because Luffy wants to find the One Piece and become the next Pirate King. One of Luffy's main goals in the show is mentioned in the show's title. What is the One Piece? The answer to this question is still one of the biggest secrets in the series. It's been more than 1,000 episodes, and we still don't know what One Piece is. We know that the One Piece is the name of the treasure that Ghoul D. Roger collected on his travels because of details in the manga. We still don't know a lot about the treasure, though. There are a lot of ideas from fans about what the One Piece is, but we still don't know what it is or even if it's real. The One Piece could just be the friends Luffy makes along the way.